All right, keeping it moving here. Alyssa Thomas should be suspended for her aggressive play on Angel Reese. Overreaction or proper reaction?
Absolute. Oh, sorry, Sharí. I jumped ahead of you.
Absolutely not.
Overreaction. Nope, not going to say what I was going to say.
Out of turn,
this is my thing. This is my thing. I think it is somewhat of an overreaction. I would say fine her, but they don't have. What's she gonna pay y'all? $2. So you can't fine her, because that was my thing. No, if you can fine her, just go ahead and do your thing. You know, what she did wasn't cool, but I got to say, I like the chippiness of it. I think, and mind you, we've been talking about this, and I'm not saying the people. I'm not saying play dirty. I'm not saying this is the bad boys of Detroit. Shout out to the bad boys, but they reinvigorated the league and recalibrated the league at that time. And I know Terrika's love my good talking. I'm doing this on purpose because I need somebody to be on my side. I do think it's a bit of an overreaction. Simply because things like this happen, it gets chippy. What I didn't like, and why I understand why people are also saying she should be suspended. I didn't like her response to her own behavior. Walking off there was another way that she could have responded. We saw, for instance, I'll give you this. Let's go NBA for just a moment. Jaylen Brown's foul. His not flagrant foul that many people thought was a flagrant foul in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. His response to that play, he immediately rushed over. And then he told the ref, I was going for the ball. I didn't mean it. So that's a different response than Alyssa saying, wow, I'm going over to the other side. Y'all, girl, get up when you feel like it. I'm you in my league now. So I think the chippiness of it is good for the league. Not to say the league hasn't been chippy all this time, because as we know, it has been. I think it's a slight overreaction. I really wish you could just fine her $50 and have her pay the $50 and everybody move forward. But suspending, I think you got to throw a good punch or a good kick, karate chop kick or something to be suspended. But I do think if her behavior in any way channels this moving further, then I do think you need to look into a suspension, because you don't want players continuing to get away with things like this and this becoming a habitual way that they move. So beyond this point, if she's weird again, that's when I would say proper reaction, suspension.
Yeah, for me, this was an absolute overreaction. You know, I kind of got that out there a little bit early before, but I think I agree with a lot of what Sharí said here, right? And I think history matters. This isn't Draymond Green, because we all know he be wild. We all know that, right? We know that about him. Now, what I do think matters here a little bit, guys, is this was building up. If you watched a couple of possessions before, they were tussling.
Yes.
She was giving it to Angel Reese. She even had that one point, she got the rebound, AT did, and cleared out with the elbow there, right? We saw this. AT was clearly trying to send a message. Here's the thing. I'm with Sharí on this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know why we all do? Sharí, I know you grew up rooting for the Bulls. Terrika, you grew up rooting for the Pistons.
We already know what time it is.
We know what time it is, the way those teams used to play back in the day, right?
Absolutely.
Like, we know what time this is. So I like that. And here's the thing. I think Angel Reese wasn't tripping about any of this, which I love too.
She said in the press conference she wasn't tripping about it. They actually know each other. They're from the same area. Right. It's basically like your friend threw you to the ground. Okay, girl, I see you after the game. We're going to go to dinner.
Yeah, they understand. She understood what it was. She's like, AT's trying to send me a message. Let me know, girl, down low, you're going to have to bang.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough in here. There's no problems with that. Now, did AT go a little bit over the top? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. She had the arm on her neck. You can't have that. I'm with Sharí. If you could fine her. Keep it moving. Should AT have been a little bit more contrite in her actions? Yes. Yeah. She kind of walked off like it is what it is.
She walked off. Like, girl,
I don't know. Can you imagine Bill Laimbeer knocking the hell out of Michael Jordan and then turning around and saying,
"Are you all right? I went for the ball. I didn't mean it."
No, you ain't on my team, bro. You ain't on my team. Your teammates better help your ass up. I ain't doing nothing. And I absolutely love it. It is 100% an overreaction. There's no way she should be suspended. I distinctly recall a play last year in the postseason when JJ and Asia Wilson got into it, and then people over here calling for JJ head talking about that was a dirty play. You're a dirty player. JJ is the furthest thing from a freaking dirty player.
Terrika, how did they say it?
I believe you need to. She's a dirty player. She's always been a dirty player. Like, do you even know what you're saying? You're so ridiculous. He's not a dirty player, and neither is AT. And I would have looked at AT like she was crazy if she'd have turned around and been like, Angel Reese, are you okay? I'm going to see AT later because I cover their games, and I will absolutely be like, Alyssa, that's what we do now. That's what we do now.
She would have been ashamed that you even came to her like that.
She's probably gonna laugh and say, "I just talked to Angel. Yesterday, and we both laughed about it."
And on top of that, Angel ain't no saint. Angel was down here getting her licks.
Oh, she was.
Too.
Absolutely.
She was down there banging too.
Yes.
Was it aggressive, extra physical, necessary? Absolutely not. Was it warranted of a flagrant 2? Absolutely. But suspending her, if y'all going somewhere on with this bull, and it didn't matter because guess what? Connecticut still won. Moving on.